Hello. Today I'm going to be giving you a brief introduction to this course on human resources. First of all, I want to address the topic of defining what human resources management is. Um, in one of the texts that you'll be reading in this first week of the course, it says, the primary purpose of human resources management is to strike a balance between meeting the needs of employees and what best serves the market-driven needs of an organization. Of course, in the case of nonprofits, they would be serving the needs of clients rather than the market. Um, Also, in the Inc. Encyclopedia, it says human resources management aims to maximize the productivity of an organization by optimizing the effectiveness of its employees. How then does human resources do that? There are six main functions of human resources management, which will serve as the organizing theme and structure for this course. The first is recruitment, attracting and acquiring staff. Then compliance and legal, maintaining compliance with all the legal regulations regarding staff and how they work. Compensation and benefits, developing compensation and benefits for staff and administering them. Employee and labor relations, maintaining a positive relationship with individual employees and labor unions. Safety, maintaining workplace safety. This is closely related to the issue of compliance. And finally, training and development, training staff and building their capacity. This can also be linked to the issue of motivation. Um, so to give a little bit more about this course is part of both the business and the nonprofit management program and addresses objectives in each of those as you'd see in the syllabus. It's project based and practically oriented. It's focused on producing a final project that will be useful in your future work should you choose to go into this field. All the readings and media in the course are intended to support the development of this project. In order to get a better sense of what you'll get out of this course and what you're intended to learn from it, I wanted to give you the course objectives. The first of these is to develop a practical understanding of the six functions of human resources management by analyzing and applying dominant human resources management theories. So basically, this is saying just those six functions that we already talked about. We're going to take a closer look at them and see how the theories in the field relate and can be applied. Second is to create strategies for developing human resources processes through evaluation of organizational challenges. Um, this is related to the practice-oriented projects that you'll see throughout the course where we're developing policies for handling different issues. The third is developing a healthy organizational culture through ethical and legal practice of human resources management. A lot of the assignments discuss issues related to this, like legal policies, diversity, and employee relations. The fourth is evaluate and create systems for recruiting and retaining a productive and profitable workforce. The second week of the course, where we talk about recruitment, we'll address this a lot, as well as the seventh week, in which we talk about training and motivation. And finally, fifth is evaluate the effectiveness of human resources theories and concepts for organizations of varied size and work scope. This is a more theoretical outcome than some of the other ones, and it'll be addressed in the first week as well as in the conclusion week primarily. So that makes a good segue into what is the outline of the course. Basically, it's structured around those six core functions. First, there's an introductory week, which summarizes the field in general. That's the week you're in currently. Then there's a week on recruitment, a week on compliance, legal and diversity, a week on compensation and benefits, and also the important topic of performance appraisal, which was related to those in the textbook. That's why it comes in that week as well. Then week 5 is on employee and labor relations. Week 6 is on safety as well as the related issue of security. Week 7 is on training, motivation, and performance. And then finally, week 8 is the concluding week in which you describe the theories you've learned in the course as well as submit your final project. So how can you succeed in this course? First of all, read the syllabus. This provides a summary of the material in the syllabus, but it's not a substitute for also going into that detail. Secondly, go through all the readings and media for each week before doing the assignments. This will really help guide you in how to accomplish them. In fact, some of the assignments you won't really be able to do until you've looked at those resources first. And finally, ask for assistance if you're unclear on the expectations for any of the assignments, so we can give you that guidance. Um, so to talk about the final project a bit, um, first of all, I wanted to say it counts for 30% of your grade, so it's a very significant portion of this course. And most of the assignments in the course prior to the final project are actually used in the final project. So those grades accumulate into there as well. Um, there are two main sections in the final project, the first of which is divided into two sections, hiring materials and a staff manual. And then that last section there is a self-evaluation and course evaluation. In the self-evaluation, you basically are going to talk about your learnings in the course and what was successful and more of a challenge in how you went through the course yourself. And then on the course evaluation, you take more of the outside lens and give suggestions to us about how the course itself might be improved. So then let me talk a little bit about the hiring materials section. First of all, there's a job analysis. You'll see the description of that in week one. As I said, most of these assignments come from weeks in the course. And so you'll see here, each of these, there's a suggestion as to about how long that should be. And so you'll see also that the interview questions, that's something that's not from a prior week, so that's something you have to create in the final project, and you'll be creating a minimum of 10 questions for that. There's more details on this in the final project template, which you should read now so as to know what's expected of you in the future. So then finally, there's the staff manual section as well, which starts out with an organization mission statement, which you'll be writing specifically for the staff manual. You won't have written that earlier in the course, which basically takes whatever organization you are looking at for the entirety of the course and describes what it's doing, what the purpose of it is as an organization. So anyway, thanks. I hope this has been a helpful introduction to the course, and if you have questions, please be sure to let your instructor know.